It's now time for the kickoff weather report brought to you by
And again, 62 degrees at kickoff and unbelievable weather. Picturesque, they said 61 on the PA, 62 right here. We're splitting hairs, but it's going to be a great night for football, no question about that. And again, big thank you to all of our sponsors of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football as we welcome you back in. Tommy Chicago's, Hitchcock Real Estate, Hitchcock Law Firm, as well as Plums and J.R. Max. Unbelievable season of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. Tonight is not going to be the exception to the rule. This is going to be one exciting game. I was taking a look at both the Star Tribune and Pioneer Press. Both had this as their top prep game tonight, and both are expecting a high-scoring, back-and-forth affair. This is kind of one of those prove-it games, is what one of the writers said about Cretin Derham Hall. This is a chance to prove that you are for real against a battle-tested Roseville Raiders team. This Raiders team can play defense. They've only allowed 96 points all season long, and if you're going by yardage, they have the #1 offense in the East Metro Blue as well. For Cretin Derham Hall, what a great season. I mentioned 5-2 and a perfect 5-0 mark in the East Metro Blue. For Cretin Derham Hall, their season up until this point, a 1-point loss to a very strong Totino Grace team in week 1, a victory over Mounds View, a 7-point victory over Woodbury, a tight loss to Blaine, and that was a 2-score game at the end. Cretin Derham Hall then blew out Eastridge, blew out Stillwater, and that brings us, and blew out White Bear Lake as well, and that brings us up to tonight. For Roseville, up until this point, their last time out, it was a 2-touchdown victory against Mounds View. 28-14 was the final score in that one. Roseville has bested Anoka, Woodbury, Stillwater, lost by 1 point to Eastridge, blew out White Bear Lake, and impressively 28-7 in week 6 they bested Champlain Park. Roseville will kick things off. It's Williams and Newton standing at their own 9-yard line awaiting the kick. Good showing from both student sections. Big crowd here for this week 8 matchup. We are 1 week away from the postseason, and again, a better night for football you just will not find. It's not possible. Clear skies, especially this late in October. Typically, it can be rainy, cold, windy. Tonight, 62 degrees and perfectly clear skies. Let's go to work. The kickoff is away. It's a low lining kick fielded by Williams at the 9. He'll take it to the far side of the field, make one cut, and that's where he's going to be wrapped up. Williams is pushed back all the way to his own 5-yard line and then buried by a host of Roseville Raiders. They'll mark it at the 16-yard line. I'm surprised. It was close. No penalty for unnecessary roughness. It's a 7-yard return for Williams. They drove him all the way back to the 5-yard lines. Whistles were blowing all over the field, and they drove him into that turf. But no penalty on the first play of the game. So Danny Callahan and the Raider offense will take over on their own 16-yard line. Callahan, the junior quarterback, 6'2", 196 pounds, goes under center for this first play for the Raider offense. It's Callahan. He'll hand off, going to his right, and a lot of space across the 20, across the 30, the 40, the 50-yard line, all the way to the 45. Inside the 45-yard line is Tony Underwood, the East Metro Blue leading rusher. Pops a big one on the first play from scrimmage for Cretin Derham Hall. 604 yards on the season, and it's a Raider first down. All the way to the 43-yard line for Underwood. 41 yards on the first play from scrimmage for Underwood. And a Cretin Derham Hall first down. Underwood, what a great season. 120 carries, 604 yards. He averages 5 yards a carry and 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the Roseville 43-yard line. Underwood gets it again, goes off of that same right side, scampers across the 40-yard line and out of bounds. Short gain for Underwood on first down. Introducing the big dogs up front, Sean Brody, Sam Harris, Tommy Underwood, Wyatt Garrity, and Elijah DeCosta. The very good front five on that offensive line for Cretin Derham Hall. They have the leading receiver in the East Metro Blue Conference in Jalen Newton with his 468 yards, and Underwood at 604 yards. The conference's leading rusher. Balanced offenses. Underwood picked up 5 on first down. It's 2nd and 5 from the 38-yard line. Callahan to the air, goes to the far side of the field, and his pass right at the first down marker is incomplete. He was looking for Udoybach on 2nd down. The pass to Udoybach incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with 11:15 left in this first quarter. Opening minute from St. Paul. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's Raiders against Raiders. Cretin Derham Hall High School hosting Roseville and the Raiders. Callahan on the season, 76 completions on 129 tries, 9 touchdowns against 8 interceptions, 1,198 yards for a completion percentage of 58%. 3rd down and 5. They'll hand off Underwood. He's met at the line of scrimmage, picked up a yard, no more than that. Typically, when you run on 3rd and 5, it means you've made up your mind to go for it on 4th down. Let's see what Brooks Bollinger wants to call here after the 1-yard gain by Underwood. He does have a good punter in tennis, but as I said, normally when you run it on 3rd down, it means you've already made up your mind that you're going to go for it on 4th down, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Udoybach will come in to play receiver. Callahan looks to the sideline for a play call. Not yet 2 minutes into the first quarter with the 5-2 Cretin Derham Hall Raiders, the 2-time state champs, 99 and 2009, 23 state appearances, and right now worried about 4th down. 4th and 4 from the 37. Need to get it to the 33-yard line. A deep shotgun set for Callahan, and flags prior to the snap. Let's check it. It's a false start against the Raiders, and that probably makes this punt territory now. It'll be 4th down and 9. And there goes the punt team. So the Raiders get a big one, 41 yards from Underwood on the first play from scrimmage, but stall out after that. Tennis will come out after the penalty, and Roseville will set up their special teams to return. Get our first look at that Roseville Raider offense that's been so successful this season. Mentioned the great balance for Cretin Derham Hall. Same can be said for Roseville in their offense. They can run the ball and attack a defense through the air, but they haven't seen playmakers like Cretin Derham Hall has on that side of the ball all season long. High punt from Tennis, fair catch called for, and hauled in at the 12-yard line. 31 yards on the punt for Tennis. And we'll take a short break here listening to Cretin Derham Hall Raider football.
13-yard line for Roseville.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Plums and JR Max. A couple of great spots to get together on the east side of the river and have yourself a good time. Luke Bouchard is the quarterback for Roseville High School. He's had a good season, and he looks the part. 6'4" senior goes to a screen pass on first down. The Raiders defend it well. It's going to be a gain of just a yard as Roseville sets up on their deep in their territory. Their starting offensive line from left to right, Paulie Solia, Will Shad, Nicholas Krause, and Mike Williams. A couple of good receivers, LaRon Graves and Javion Motley. Zachary Andrade, the running
Second
back, is
down
a good
and
one.
7.
Senior, 360 yards on the season, but averaging just under 8 yards per carry. He does have 5 touchdowns. Brendan McMillan, though, he's had a great year as well, 321 yards, and they will run it on second down, spinning across the line of scrimmage and down to the 21-yard line. A good gain of 6 yards on second down for Roseville as they run the ball on second down.
Max Sandine on the carry.
First carry for Max
Weston
Sandine.
Thompson with the tackle. Gain of 6.
Gain of 6 yards for
Third and
Sandine.
2.
And it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Roseville. Playbook's wide open here. Experienced quarterback Bouchard, 6'4", 200 pounds, senior. 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the season. They'll run it on 3rd down. And Roseville has enough for the first down across the 25-yard line, muscling his way all the way down to the 30-yard line as the tailback. He has the first down. They'll move the chains, and Roseville picks up that
Sandine
first
on the
down.
carry,
It's
gain of
Sandine
8.
again, and he picks up
First
8
down,
yards. He
Roseville.
needed 2. He got 8,
Check
and they'll move the
Dennis
chains.
on the tackle.
Anthony Check and Charlie Dennis in there on the tackle. What a season for Charlie Dennis. 15 tackles for loss. He is just an absolute playmaker on that side of the ball. We see that each and every week for Cretin Derham Hall. He leads the conference in those impact plays, sacks, and tackles for loss. 3 wide receivers for Bouchard on first down from the 30-yard line. He'll drop back and throw downfield and deep. That pass is going to be incomplete. Well defended on the far side of the field
Pass
by
is
Cretin
incomplete.
Derham Hall. It was Rajiv Red
for number
defending,
13.
and the pass was intended
Motley.
for Motley. 2nd down and 10. Bouchard has a big arm
Rajiv Red.
and plenty of talent
Coverage.
joining him in that backfield. Andrade, Yang, McMillan, and Sandine as well.
2nd and 10 for Roseville.
Chris Simdorn is the head coach for Roseville, standing on that far sideline and calling in this play with 8:27 left in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10, Roseville from their own 30-yard line. And a little pre-snap movement. The flags come out. We'll see who moved first, who blinked first. And it was Cretin Derham Hall. Neutral zone infraction will make it 2nd down and 5. A couple of early penalties against Cretin Derham Hall.
Offsides on CDH.
1 false start and now a neutral zone infraction. Cunningham in there getting an explanation to his liking. He'll go back, set up shop, and the Raiders will stare down a 2nd and 5 with Roseville having the ball on their own 36-yard line. Bouchard out of the pistol. He'll hand it off Sandine to the 40-yard line. It crosses the 40-yard line and falls forward to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 yards for Sandine and another Roseville first down. They've done well moving the chains. This drive started on their own 12-yard line. First down, Roseville.
Sigler.
That week 6 matchup, Roseville 28, Champlin Park 7. That one jumps out at you when you look at this season 2017 for Roseville. Anytime that you can thump an opponent of that quality, it raises some eyebrows. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Sandine stays in at tailback. They'll run option with Bouchard. He'll flip it out to Sandine, and he'll run it out of bounds after a short gain. Looks like they'll mark it at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on first down for Sandine as Bouchard runs option. Nimble for 6'4", 200 pounds. Raiders do have plenty of guys, though. When you look, Williams, Cunningham, Dennis, Rajiv Red, good athletic speedsters on the defensive side of the ball that can chase you sideline to sideline. They don't look, at least the eye test to me, like a team that you can run a lot of option on. There's just a lot of speed on that side of the ball, unless you're able to wear them down over the course of a game. 2nd down and 7 for Bouchard with Sandine to his right. He'll drop back, look to the near side of the field, find his man at the 50-yard line. That pass is complete. And falling forward is Gary Smith, his first catch of the game. After a short game, Smith picks up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Gary Smith, number 15. Gain of 2, 3rd down and 5. Williams with the tackle.
Good tackle by Williams. It'll be 3rd down and 4 now from the 50-yard line. We've seen Motley and Smith so far in that passing game. Andrade is in with Sandine. And it'll be our first look. Sandin will go out wide. He's been the primary tailback, and Andrade stays in. He's going to block on a design quarterback run, and Bouchard is going to be met and tackled. Cunningham was there, and he brings him down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 4. 4th down upcoming as the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders make a stand on 3rd down and 4. They're actually going to say a loss of 1 on the play, so that means it's punt time for Roseville High School. Their punter is Luke Bouchard, though the quarterback stays in to punt. Newton, the leading receiver in this conference, will go back to receive the punt. But Roseville did manage to flip field position as we approach the halfway mark of this first quarter. Nearly blocked, but Bouchard got a little bit on it, and he's going to get a friendly roll for Roseville. This is going to go all the way down to the 16-yard line, and that's where the special teamers for Roseville will kill it. And that's where Cretin Derham Hall's offense will come out for the second time. No score from St. Paul. First quarter action. Cretin Derham Hall and Roseville on TJSportsOnline.net.
10, Cretin Derham Hall from the 16-yard line.
First and 10 from the Cretin Derham Hall 16-yard line. Callahan, I formation behind him. He'll take the snap, play action pass. Callahan well protected, rolling out to his right, eyes down the field, still looking down the field, throws it across his body, and the pass is incomplete at the 25-yard line.
Pass incomplete.
Callahan looking for Newton.
Intended for number 27, Andrew
check that,
Mooney.
it was Mooney, the tight end he was looking for, to be 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. I formation swaps out. Udoybach comes back in. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Raider offense. These two quarterbacks, nearly a mirror image of each other. Both about 200 pounds. Bouchard a little bit taller than Callahan. Both about 1 or 2 touchdowns more than interceptions on the season. Look at Underwood, the running back, lower his head and run that ball to the 25-yard line. Zion Guerra picks up 9 yards and shortens up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Raiders as they'll go back to that I formation. Mooney and Prince, a couple of good tight ends for Callahan. Guerra stays in at running back. Callahan rolls up his sleeves. It's week 8 and it's 3rd and 1 for Cretin Derham Hall, and now a timeout comes in for the sideline. Brooks Bollinger wants to talk about 3rd and 1. Let's break with the players. No score, 5:21 left in the first quarter. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall football on TJSportsOnline.net.
Timeout, Cretin Derham Hall. Photos can be purchased from tonight's game at www.rockpythonphotography.com or through the following link on the CDH Athletic website under Resources and Photo Information. Enter in CDH 1718 to access galleries from this year's sport events.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by J.R. Max and Plums. They are proud supporters of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. Big down coming up for Cretin Derham Hall. It'll be 3rd down and 1 on their own 25-yard line. Guerra's the tailback. Newton splits out wide. 2 tight ends and an I formation dotted behind Callahan. 3rd and 1. Man in motion is Mooney to his left. They'll hand it off. Guerra, big hole through the middle. He's got a 1st down and more. Spin move and falling ahead to the 40-yard line. 15 yards for Guerra. He got 14 extra, and it's a 1st down for Cretin Derham Hall. Big runs early from Underwood and Guerra. Underwood for 41, Guerra for 15. Now Newton in motion, 1st and 10 from the 39. Newton gets it on a sweep, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. The question is how many? About 10 Raiders eventually bring him down, and it'll be at the 32-yard line, a loss of 7 yards for Newton. On 1st down, it'll make it 2nd and long, 2nd and 17 with 4:39 left in the first quarter.
Tackled by number 69, Kristen Kurt.
Now 2nd and 17. Callahan will hand off. They'll go back to the run and get back some of that yardage all the way ahead to the 41-yard line on the carry. 9 yards for Guerra. Newton lost 7. Guerra gets back 9, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Cretin Derham Hall.
Zeb Kaut, 3rd down and 8 for CDH.
Raiders picked up 3rd and 1 on this drive. Now they'll try their hands at 3rd and 8 from their own 41-yard line, approaching midfield. It's Callahan. He drops back, throws, and has Udoibach at the 40-yard line. 1st down. He broke a tackle to the 15, the 10. Udoibach's in.
Touchdown.
59 yards.
Number 3, Udoibach.
Callahan to Udoibach for a touchdown, and the Raiders score first. Cretin Derham Hall leads 6-0. Wow, what a play on 3rd down.
Udoibach on the reception.
People
Touchdown
thought that
Durham
this would
Hall.
be a high-scoring game, and the scoring opens with Peter Udoibach. A 59-yard reception from Callahan. Ratjakob out for the extra point. Snap is down, hold is good, the kick is up, and it's no good, wide right. So Ratjakob, normally very reliable kicker, misses the extra point, but Cretin Derham Hall gets a big play out of their offense. It's Callahan through the air, touchdown number 10 on the season for the junior quarterback. Cretin Derham Hall 6, Roseville nothing. First quarter from St. Paul. You're listening to Raider Football and TJSportsOnline.net. Well, everybody thought this would be a high-scoring game. The Raiders get the scoring started. Udoibach 59 yards through the air from Callahan. Point after was no good. But Cretin Derham Hall leads 6-0 as they kick this thing off. We welcome you back in. Matt Nelson with you. It's Sandine taking it inside of his 10. He's across the 25, dives forward to the 31-yard line. Good return from Max Sandine. And Luke Bouchard will come out with the Roseville offense now trailing 6-0.
1st and 10, Roseville Raiders.
This team is never out of a game, though. They lead the conference in yards per game. Andrade, 5 touchdowns on the season. McMillan has a pair. Bouchard has 10 through the air. Motley has hauled in a touchdown catch. They can come at you from a variety of ways. We've seen Smith, Motley, and Graves, the dangerous receivers. Sandine in the backfield, 1st down and 10. It'll be Andrade's first carry across the 30-yard line. He falls ahead, picks up maybe 2 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down upcoming for the Roseville.
Carry, 2-yard gain, tackled by Charlie Dennis.
Dennis in on the tackle.
and Charlie Pithian.
Andrade, 6-footer, 195 pounds, big guy, 47 carries, 360 yards on the season. Averages just under 8 yards per carry and scored 5 touchdowns. 2nd and 8 upcoming. On a beautiful night for football in the capital city of Minnesota. Bouchard, 2nd down, loads, fires, and pass was complete. Now the ball's on the ground, and the Raiders got it. Cretin Derham Hall jumped on it, and they're going to say that it is a fumble recovered by Cretin Derham Hall. CDH football, a turnover by Roseville. The pass was complete, and it's recovered by Jackson Crawford, making plays on the defensive side of the ball this season. Crawford recovers the fumble. The pass was caught at the 1st down marker and then fumbled by Roseville. Recovered by Cretin Derham Hall. First turnover of the game for either team. And Cretin Derham Hall has a chance to inflict some punishment here, already leading 6-0, and now looking at a short field. They'll take over on Roseville's 32-yard line. Callahan has already thrown his 10th touchdown pass of the season. That went to Yadoibach. He'll work under center here. 2 tight ends and an I formation. He'll hand it off. Through the right side is Underwood. Big yardage across the 20-yard line all the way down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 14 yards on 1st down for Underwood, and Cretin Derham Hall moves the chains. Underwood having a good game. First run went for 41 yards. Now he gets 14 more. He's well on his way to a hundo for the night. 2:22 left in the 1st quarter. 1st down for Cretin Derham Hall. Newton, the wide receiver. Why get away from the ground game right now? They're pounding it down Roseville's throat. They'll hand it off again. Underwood, right side with room. Made 1 cut and ran that ball down to the 13-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down for Underwood. Inside 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by J.R. Max and Plums Bar and Grill. That's always been a favorite spot. Snelling and Randolph. They've been there for more than 30 years. Unbelievable. I know it's a busy place when the Raiders play or the Tommies. Great place to get a bite to eat when you're in this neighborhood in St. Paul. It's Underwood on 2nd and 5. He's got the 1st down and more. He's all the way inside of the 5-yard line. Underwood dives to the 5, moves the chains, and it's a Raider 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Underwood and Guerra, 1-2 combo that has worked tonight for Brooks Bollinger. Tailback is Tony Underwood. Same formation we've seen all night long from Cretin Derham Hall, already leading 6-0. Here comes Underwood from the 5. Behind his blockers, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run for Underwood, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, and the Raiders lead at 12-0. And the Raiders capitalize on the Roseville fumble with a touchdown to take this 12-0 lead. Raiders look like they've got a mind to go for 2, and why not? Underwood will carry this one, but he got stuffed. He got stuffed short of the goal line. So the Raiders on their point after tries, both times have been unsuccessful. A missed kick by Ratchakov, and Underwood denied on his 2-point conversion try. But the Raiders do lead by 2 scores. 12-0 your score. 1st quarter from St. Paul, 1:13 left in this first 12 minutes. Let's break from St. Paul with the Raiders on top. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall football.
Tennis to kick.
Alec Tennis puts the ball on the tee with Cretin Derham Hall up 12-0 in the first quarter as we welcome you back to O'Shaughnessy Stadium. Matt Nelson happy to be back with you. A 59-yard touchdown pass from Callahan to Udoybach and an Underwood 5-yard touchdown run. The scoring so far in this game. We welcome you back in. Our engineers tonight, Glenn Thompson and Tom Ritchie. Proud to present Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. TJSportsOnline.net will also be your home, your proud home for 5 boys basketball games this season as well. Lots of talent on that team and some real superstars. Low lining kick taken by Andrade at the 15-yard line. He goes through the middle of the field. Flag does come out. It's in the area of holding. He's brought down at the 42-yard line, but hold on, this one might be coming back. And that just seems to happen when you're trailing in a game. You feel like you might have made a dent with some field position, but there it is. A block in the back moves Roseville backwards before their offense even comes out on the field. So they'll mark that off from the spot of the foul, not from the end of the run, which means that for the second time tonight, Roseville will take over deep in their own territory. This one will be marked at the 18-yard line. First down and 10 upcoming. Matt Nelson with you tonight. It's not Friday yet. If it feels like it, it's because you're watching prep football on TJSportsOnline.net. It's only a Wednesday. It's MEA week. Gonna keep you honest on that one. Sandine back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more than that. It'll be second down and 10. Yes, if you teach, drive bus, or are a student, then yes, yesterday was Friday. A Monday and a Friday in the span of 3 days. For the rest of us working stiffs, it is a Wednesday night. It's a Wednesday night. Second down and 10, 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. A quarter that has been dominated by Cretin Derham Hall. No two ways about it. Their defense has forced turnovers. Their offense has capitalized. They lead it 12-0. Luke Bouchard out of the shotgun. He'll throw it on into the flat. Andrade will take it there. He'll pick up 3 or 4 yards, and it'll be third down. It's at the 23-yard line, so he picked up 4. It'll be third down and 5 now for Roseville. This team has really ascended over the years. I don't think many thought of Roseville as a power team when you look back over the last 15, 20 years, but they have really come around, and this season is a testament to Chris Simdorn and his coaching staff and some of the great players that they've cultivated. But they've got their work cut out for them. Down 2 scores against this vaunted Cretin Derham Hall defense. Third and 5. Bouchard over the middle of the field. His pass is complete to Andrade all the way up to the 34-yard line. More than enough for a first down. He bobbled the ball, got hit hard, and somehow managed to keep both hands on that thing and haul it in for the first down catch. Roseville buys themselves some field position and picks up the first down on a gain of 9. They needed 5. Andrade, good running back, also has good hands and can run routes. It's the end of the first quarter. We've played 12 minutes from St. Paul. It's Cretin Derham Hall 12, Roseville High School 0. Roseville will have the ball when we come back. The Cretin Derham Hall Raider defense will be out on the field trying to hold on to and build on the 12-point lead. Raiders by a dozen. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall football. We've played one quarter from St. Paul. Welcome you back into O'Shaughnessy Stadium on the campus of the University of St. Thomas. Great night for football in what has so far been an exciting one. Cretin Derham Hall leads 12-0 over Roseville. Check out Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Grill. They've been doing it for more than 30 years. Give them a call, 651-699-2227. Bouchard hands off on first down and out to the 39-yard line, a carry of 6 yards.
25, Anthony Weldon.
That's Anthony Weldon. That's the first time we've called his name. So you see some of the depth that Roseville has at running back. Anthony Weldon picks up 6. Second down and 4 from the Roseville 39-yard line. Bouchard. 3-snap movement. I think this one's going to go against Cretin Derham Hall. Yeah, they've already called neutral zone infraction, and it's Charlie Dennis. He was trying to get an early jump on that left tackle, and he got a little too early of a jump. And sometimes when you're coaching that defense, you might say to yourself, Charlie, you lead the conference in sacks and tackles for loss. You don't need an early jump. You can play it straight up and make big plays for us. But he tried to jump the snap. The offsides gives Roseville a cheap first down. They'll move it out to the 44-yard line, and Bouchard and his offense will go to work with a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from the 44. They'll run the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and nothing else. As pushed back that time was Weldon,
On the carry.
and he was met right at the line of scrimmage. Dennis was there, along with Abe Schwinn.
1 yard loss on the play, second down and 11.
They'll actually say it was a 1 yard loss for Weldon. Haven't seen Yang or McMillan up until this point. And McMillan has been effective. 5'7", 188 pounds. Not the biggest guy on the team, but 321 yards on the season. A little over 6 yards per carry and a couple of touchdowns. Second down and 10 for Roseville. They'll run the ball up the middle, and a gain of 2 yards for Max Sandine. It'll be third down for Roseville.
Carry, gain of 3, tackled by Schwinn.
Schwinn in on the tackle yet again. He's become more active as the season has gone along. Cunningham, Schwinn, Dennis, dynamic speedsters. Not afraid to make a hit, not afraid of some contact on that defensive side of the football. Love watching those guys play. Third down and 8 now for Roseville. On their own 46. They're really taking their time getting this play, and they'll hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Bouchard is their senior quarterback. Has struggled so far tonight. He'll take the snap, roll to his left, looking downfield, well protected. He'll put it up, and that pass is complete at the 35-yard line. And then a big hit was leveled. It's a Roseville first down. LaRon Graves on the catch as Bouchard picks up the first down to Graves. Weston Thompson made a big hit, but the gain of 17 yards is enough for a Roseville first down. And they'll mark it at the 37-yard line of Cretin Derham Hall. Not an easy throw for Bouchard, rolling to his left, but it was accurate to LaRon Graves, his first catch of the night. Graves and Smith split out wide. Sandine, the tailback. Bouchard will hand off. Sandine had a little trouble reeling it in, but now he's got the football and he's got some yards out to the 30-yard line. A good gain of 7 yards for Roseville on first down. It'll be second down and 3 upcoming for the Raiders.
Second down and 2.
Roseville opened up the season by walloping Anoka 34-16. Squeaked out a 3-point win over Woodbury. 20-point win over Stillwater. Lost by 1 to Eastridge. That's their only loss on the season before they went on to beat White Bear Lake, Champlain Park, and Moundsview. Second down and 3 from the Cretin Derham Hall 30-yard line. They'll pitch it out for Sandine at the 30. He's met by Cunningham. Sandine did well just to fall forward. He's close to the first down marker. Cunningham met him at the line of scrimmage, but Sandine was able to pick up an extra couple of yards after the contact. It'll be third down and short. We'll call it third down and a yard to go from the 28-yard line. Plums, and JR Max, your sponsors of tonight's action, along with Hitchcock Real Estate and the Hitchcock Law Firm. Can't forget Tommy Chicago's Pizza, delicious stuff. And here's Bouchard. He keeps it on 3rd and short. This is going to be awfully close. It'll depend on the spot. And you can see that Roseville coaching staff, they believe that Bouchard got enough for the first down. He was pushed back by Abe Schwinn and company. Schwinn flexed his muscles, and they'll say no gain on the play. They don't move the chain at all. So 4th down and short upcoming as Bouchard is stuffed on 3rd down. Here comes 4th and short with Roseville down by a dozen. Sandine in the backfield. Do they run it or trust this quarterback Bouchard? They'll run it on Sandine. They toss it out to the right. He's got the first down. Cunningham couldn't reel him into that backfield, so Sandine falls ahead to the 25-yard line. He needed about a half a yard. He got 3, and it'll be first down for Roseville, putting together a very nice drive. The longest play, the pass to LaRon Graves on 3rd down. Other than that, they've chipped away with Weldon and Sandine. We have seen, though, this season that this Raider defense does have the tenacity to sometimes bend but not break. We've seen a lot of teams drive inside of the 25-yard line and then not be able to get the ball in the end zone. Play action, Bouchard over the middle of the field, and the pass is incomplete. He was looking for Anthony Weldon at the 15-yard line. That pass is incomplete with 6:49 left in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Bouchard has not had his best night. He completes 58% of his passes on the season. He's well below that up until this point tonight. You're wondering about the kicking situation for Roseville. Micah Gassaway is their kicker. He's only converted extra points this season. Nothing in the way of field goals. So Bouchard probably has 3 more downs to work with here on the Cretin Derham 25-yard line. And a timeout on the field. Roseville uses their first. 2nd down and 10 when we come back for Roseville. They're down 12-0, and you're listening to Cretin Derham Hall Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net.
Calendar for the Cretin Derham Hall open house. Open to all 7th and 8th grade students and families next Wednesday, October 25th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. For other important admission events, please visit the CDH admissions website, www.c-dh.org/admissions.
Welcome you back out of the Roseville timeout. Matt Nelson back with you. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall football as Luke Bouchard carries on 2nd down. He didn't get much. One of the big guys inside got him. He might have gotten a yard. They'll give him 2. Schwinn and Stefan Johnson
3rd down
was in there as well. Connor Sigler was in there as well. Let's not forget the big guy. He got his arms around Bouchard in the middle. They're always giving those tackles on the public address to those linebackers jumping on the pile late. I'm giving that one to Sigler. He made a nice play on that one. 3rd down and 8 now for Roseville. Bouchard, Sandine, the running back next to him. He drops back. He's well protected. He fires towards the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. Threw it into double coverage. Anthony Weldon was covered up well, and the pass was sailed way over his head. So it'll be 4th down and 8 halfway through the second quarter. Mentioned Roseville typically doesn't try long field goals, so Luke Bouchard will probably get another crack at this thing.
4th down and 8.
Be about a 40-yard field goal from here. So that's out of the question right now. It'll rest on the senior arm of Bouchard. Big play. Raiders, as I mentioned, have been able to bend but not break. This would be the point where that philosophy kind of kicks in and Roseville takes another timeout. It's the second quarter from St. Paul. Week 8 high school, Roseville and Cretin Derham Hall right now. It's CDH on top, 12-0.
Congratulations to CDH 2001 graduate Joe Mauer on being nominated for the Roberto Clemente, which is considered one of the most prestigious Major League Baseball awards. This award recognizes a player who best represents the game of baseball to
Cretin Derham Hall Football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Their practice is focused in the areas of estate planning, probate and trust administration, real estate law, business law, general litigation, and sports law. Their approach focuses on each client's background, needs, and goals. For more details, visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, proud supporters of Raider football here on TJSportsOnline.net.
Welcome you back into St. Paul. Matt Nelson back with you. Roseville has the football. It's 4th down and 8. They've got it on Cretin Derham Hall's 23-yard line. So that means the yard to gain is the 15. Luke Bouchard out of that second Roseville timeout will set up shop. He's got Graves at the bottom of the screen. Weldon is the slot receiver. Sandine is out there along with Smith. Andrade moves right to left. Bouchard takes it. He rolls out to his left. He's pressured. He puts it up to the opposite side of the field. And the pass is incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Hold on. Let's check this flag. The pass was incomplete, but Roseville might have caught in a break as Bouchard threw up a prayer onto that far side of the field. And it is going to be pass interference against Cretin Derham Hall. Oh, that's a bailout. Moves the ball all the way down to the 12-yard line, 13-yard line, and it's a first down for Roseville. Bouchard hands off. That's Weldon across the 10. He spins and falls forward. And they'll mark it at the 8-yard line, a gain of 4 yards for Weldon on first down. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. Roseville can get a first down without going into the end zone. That awaits them at the 3-yard line. Trailing by 12. Pass interference on 4th and 8. Set up Roseville inside of the red zone. Bouchard works almost exclusively out of the shotgun. He'll pitch it out for Sandine, tried to get the edge and didn't get it. The Raiders were ready for him and will push Sandine back with a loss of maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Roseville. Stephon Johnson was the first man there for Cretin Derham Hall. Bouchard is a threat with his legs. He's carried the ball 67 times for 306 yards, averages 4.5 yards a carry, and has run one into the end zone as well this season. We haven't really seen that element tonight. He has not been able to run the ball off of that option with any kinds of consistency. Now a big 3rd down upcoming, 3rd and 7. Bouchard looks to his left. He's got all day, throws it into the flat, and the pass is incomplete. It was a forward pass. It rolls out of bounds. Dennis chased it down just in case. The pass incomplete, looking for Zachary Andrade. And it'll be 4th down for the second time on this drive for Roseville. Incomplete pass. And, you know, sometimes Bouchard, he's got such a big arm, it almost looks like he rushes himself. He was a bit pressured there, but that throw into the flat was wide open. And we've seen him airmail a couple of throws tonight. You know, you've got a player like Andrade out in the flat. You got to get that ball on him and let him make a play. See if he can make somebody miss. But a couple of times, Luke Bouchard has been too high with his throws. Now it's 4th down. Drive on the line. Bouchard throws to the near side. His pass is complete and into the end zone. Goes Roseville for a touchdown. It's Gary Smith on the reception. Bouchard on 4th down twice on this drive. Gets it done once by way of pass interference, and the second time a touchdown pass to Gary Smith. For Bouchard, his 11th touchdown on the season, and it's 12-6. Extra point is up, and that kick is good. We've got a ball game in St. Paul. Cretin Derham Hall 12 and Roseville 7. You're listening to CDH Football on TJSportsOnline.net.
For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at TJSportsOnline.net. You can also find us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is TJSportsOnline.net.
Today, there's something happening in Minnesota. Something groundbreaking. Something iconic. Something historic. And something rejuvenating. Something loud. And something like a whisper. There's always something happening, only in Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
Bring it back into St. Paul. Roseville has tightened this game up. They now trail just by 5, but this is going to hurt as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Gassaway kicks it out of bounds at the 12-yard line, so Cretin Derham Hall's offense will come out with some superb field position. They'll have plenty of time to work with as well here in the second quarter. There's still 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock with the Raiders up 12-7. Reintroducing ourselves, Matt Nelson back with you, the voice of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. So happy to be a part of this great season 2017 has been for Cretin Derham Hall. We hope that you've enjoyed it watching along at home or at work or wherever it is that you might be listening from, anywhere on your iPads, smartphones, laptops, even your smart TVs. You can do that now, Glenn, through the magic of wirelessness. Yeah, you'd have to be smart to operate that, though, unfortunately. Underwood on 1st down from the 35. He goes across the 40, across the 45, and Underwood picks up 12 yards. And a Cretin Derham Hall 1st down. He runs out of bounds with 4:12 left in the second quarter. Check that was Guerra, not Underwood, picking up 12 yards. And it's a Cretin Derham Hall 1st down. The damage tonight has almost exclusively been done on the ground, with one exception, the very explosive play through the air. Danny Callahan to Peter Udoybach for 59 yards and a touchdown. Other than that, it's pretty much all groundwork, and Callahan will go back to the ground. Why not? This is Guerra. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. Guerra picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6 for Cretin Derham Hall.
One thing that makes Cretin Derham Hall so difficult to defend is, I mentioned the good blocking tight ends, Prince and Mooney, but you've got Udoybach who can make a big play. So tall, strapping receiver. Newton leads the conference in receiving, and Underwood and Guerra are so difficult to defend. There's always a fresh, explosive running back in there. Here on 2nd and 6, Guerra met at the line of scrimmage, bounced off one tackle, bounced off another tackle, and might have picked up a half yard before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Danny Callahan, who might be called upon to throw here on 3rd down. Cretin Derham Hall 23 times to the state tournament. Will this year be number 24? 2-time state champions. Might this be the year that the Raiders put a 3rd state championship in the trophy case? We'll find out over the course of the next few weeks. The home for the Prep Bowl again this year, U.S. Bank Stadium. Home of the Minnesota Vikings, and in about 100 days, I saw. Hard to believe that countdown's down to about 100 days for Super Bowl 52. Throw into the flat, Newton to the 45-yard line. Newton picks up 4 yards, and on third down, not quite enough. He's about 2 yards short of the sticks. It'll be 4th down and 1. They mark it at the 44-yard line, gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and 1, and decision time for Brooks Bollinger. The way they're running this ball, I wouldn't be surprised with 2:26 to go in the first half if they decided to go for this. I also wouldn't be surprised if Brooks Bollinger took a timeout and talked this one over. He's got 2 of them left. He'll send Callahan out there. I've always advocated teams, why not go up there, even if you intend to take that timeout, run up there and see if you can't get them to jump off sides or see if you get a look that you like. Guerra's the tailback. Callahan's under center. It's 4th and 1. And that's Callahan's up there barking out instructions, and now a flag comes out, and it's going to be a delay of game against Cretin Derham Hall. That means the punt team is going to come out. Boy, oh boy. Hate to give up a 4th and less than a yard, but Brooks Bollinger deciding to play field position and let his defense go out there. But Roseville just put together a long touchdown drive. Definitely conservative late here in the first half. Trusting that great Cretin Derham Hall defense with the remaining minute 43 of this first half. Tennis is the punter. He's obviously a good one. Puts up a boomer to the 22-yard line, and it's fumbled. And Roseville got back on it. And that's going to be marked at the 18. 32-yard punt by Tennis. It'll be 1st down and 10, and Roseville will have 93 seconds to work with. So far in this one, Udoybach 59-yard touchdown reception from Callahan. Underwood in from 5 yards out. 2-pointer was no good in that one after Ratchakab missed the extra point on the first touchdown. And Bouchard to Smith, Ari Smith, 8 yards out. Made it 12-7. The PAT was good on that one from Gassaway. So a minute 33 left. We'll see just how aggressive Roseville wants to play this. Bouchard, he'll hand it off. It was a fumble. Weldon lost it, and he jumped right back on it on the 15-yard line. Weldon dropped the ball. Could have been a disastrous turnover for Roseville, but got back on it after a loss of 2. That would have been a great break for Cretin Derham Hall. They've already recovered 1 fumble deep inside Roseville territory. That was a fumble after a completed pass. This time just a mishandling of the quarterback exchange to Weldon. .53 seconds left in the first half. Sandine moves in motion, and now whistles blow. And there was a flag down on the play. And it was a delay of game against Roseville. We're moving back 5 yards, back to the 10. Now, interesting to see on 2nd and 3rd downs how Brooks Bollinger wants to play this. He does have 2 timeouts. But with 37 seconds left, it looks like Cretin Derham Hall is content to take a 5-point lead into the locker room. Bouchard will hand it off for Weldon. He goes across the 10-yard line out to the 15. 23 seconds left, and now the Raiders will take a timeout with 3rd down upcoming. Weldon got 5. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for Roseville. Roseville's lone loss on the season, a close game against Eastridge. 17-16 final score back in week 4. That's it. Other than that, wins over Anoka, Woodbury, Stillwater, White Bear Lake, Champlain Park, and Moundsview. But the winner of tonight's game has a chance for some real bragging rights ahead of postseason play. A Roseville win would likely get it the #1 seed in the Class 6A state tournament. Unbelievable as that is to believe. A Cretin Derham Hall win really does shake up the top of Section 4. Totino Grace is in the mix as well. So you've got Totino Grace, Cretin Derham Hall, Roseville. I think it's going to be a great playoffs. It's going to be an exciting postseason. It always is. As you wind it down towards that prep bowl. And as we move along here towards halftime, a real chill, crisp air that you associate with fall football is out now. Bouchard is on the run, and he's going to be sacked inside of the 5-yard line. Brooks Bollinger immediately uses his final timeout as Bouchard went back and back and back before he was sacked. It was Prince on the tackle. Loss of more than 10 yards on the play, and Roseville, although not much time left in the first half, they're going to be forced to punt this ball out of their own end zone.
Fourth down.
And Roseville is going to really have to watch themselves here on 4th and 22. They're going to have to punt this ball out of their own end zone. Cretin Derham Hall is going to be coming after the punter. They're going to be trying to block this. Maybe see if they can pick up those 2 points that they left on the table on the point after tries. A mixed extra point and a failed 2-point conversion. A safety would go nice little way of getting those back if they can maybe block this thing. Not to mention you have the dangerous Jalen Newton bringing back kicks. See if he can create something. Bouchard does the punting. He averages just under 40 per kick. He's a good one. He'll do it with about 2 yards to spare under his own goal post. Here we go. 17 seconds left. High snap. Bouchard reels it in, and it is blocked. It is blocked by Cretin Derham Hall, but it'll roll out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 12 seconds left. More than enough time for a couple of shots into the end zone for Cretin Derham Hall. So the Raiders did get some flesh on that punt before Bouchard got it away. It was James Williams who got his hand in there on that one. And from the 22-yard line of Roseville, Danny Callahan and company come out trying to pad this 5-point lead in the waning moments of the first half. Utoybach at the bottom of the screen. Newton to the top of the screen. Underwood, the tailback. Callahan drops back. He's well protected. He puts it up towards the end zone. That pass is caught. It's Newton into the end zone.
Touchdown.
A Cretin Derham Hall touchdown.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards. Callahan to Jacob Prince, the tight end. With 5 seconds to spare, Callahan goes to his tight end, Prince, and it's 18-7. Second touchdown pass of the night by Callahan. Ratchakov for the extra point. Normally very reliable. This time he puts a big leg into it, and that one sure looked good from here. It is good. 19-7, your new score from St. Paul with 5 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Callahan to his tight end, Prince. And the Raiders lead it by a dozen.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you'll want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on tjsportsonline.net.
All right, let's bring you back into O'Shaughnessy Stadium. Big developments late in this second quarter after it looked like Cretin Derham Hall was content to play conservative, punt, a big sack of Luke Bouchard pushed him all the way back to his own 5-yard line. A little bit of a partial block on his punt. Gave the Raiders the ball on the 22-yard line with time for 2 shots into the end zone. And on their first, they found pay dirt as Callahan found his tight end Jacob Prince for the 23-yard touchdown. That's how we have the new score from St. Paul, 19-7. No return on the kick. That was squibbed to the 30-yard line, and I imagine Roseville will probably just come out and take a knee and run into the locker room, figure out how they're going to scratch together 12 points against this good Cretin Derham Hall defense. Big night for Callahan, his 10th and 11th touchdown passes on the season. Underwood, his 4th rushing touchdown. And Roseville's senior quarterback is going to do just that. He'll kneel out the last 5 seconds of this first half. An exciting one. Cretin Derham Hall leading by 5, gets a last-second touchdown in the second quarter, and they'll take a 19-7 lead into the locker room. It is senior day. I know they've got a big halftime program. We'll carry that for you live here, as well as hear from our sponsors. Recap the first half, look forward to the second half as the Raiders try to close out the regular season with a big win, get their 6th of the year, and Roseville just their 2nd loss. It's senior night. Congrats to all of the seniors as well. And thank you to J.R. Max and Plums for their support of Raider football and tonight's broadcast. Let's step aside. It's halftime from St. Paul. Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville High School 7.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net. Happy to support Cretin Derham Hall football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Their practice is focused in the areas of estate planning, probate and trust administration, real estate law, business law, general litigation, and sports law. Their approach focuses on each client's background, needs, and goals. For more details, visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, proud supporters of Raider football here on TJSportsOnline.net.
Hello, I'm Tom Wishon for TJ Broadcast Services. For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at TJSportsOnline.net. You can also find us on Twitter at TJSportsOnline. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is TJSportsOnline.net.
Today, there's something happening in Minnesota. Something groundbreaking. Something iconic. Something historic. And something rejuvenating. Something loud. And something like a whisper. There's always something happening, only in Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Minnesota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in Minnesota are safer than ever before. That's something I really love.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you'll want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net. Happy to support Cretin Derham Hall football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Their practice is focused in the areas of estate planning, probate and trust administration, real estate law, business law, general litigation, and sports law. Their approach focuses on each client's background, needs, and goals. For more details, visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, proud supporters of Raider football here on TJSportsOnline.net.
Hello, I'm Tom Winston for TJ Broadcast Services. For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at TJSportsOnline.net. You can also find us on Twitter at TJSportsOnline. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net. is tjsportsonline.net. Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria, located in the Mendota Heights Village just off 110 Mendota Heights, is your premier shop for authentic pizza from the Windy City. Tommy Chicago's is based on their love of the hearty Chicago-style pizza. Mike and Katie's focus has always been on quality, with their pizzas made from scratch, and they use only the freshest and highest quality ingredients and feature a large selection of toppings. In addition to deep dish, Tommy Chicago's have thin crust pizzas, sandwiches, and salads. Their luncheon buffet and salad bar are served weekdays from 11 to 1:30, just $8.95. For information on menu, hours, and directions, visit tommy-chicagos.com. You can order online for pickup and delivery or call 651-209-7701. Tommy Chicago's, just off Highway 110 at 730 Main Street in the Mendota Heights Village. Mike and Katie Magnuson are proud alumni and supporters of Cretin Derham Hall Athletics.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on tjsportsonline.net. Happy to support Cretin Derham Hall football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Their practice is focused in the areas of estate planning, probate and trust administration, real estate law, business law, general litigation, and sports law. Their approach focuses on each client's background, needs, and goals. For more details, visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, proud supporters of Raider football here on tjsportsonline.net.
Hello, I'm Tom Winston for TJ Broadcast Services. For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at tjsportsonline.net. You can also find us on Twitter at tjsportsonline. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is tjsportsonline.net.
Today, there's something happening in Minnesota. Something groundbreaking. Something iconic. Something historic. And something rejuvenating. Something loud. And something like a whisper. There's always something happening, only in Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Minnesota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in Minnesota are safer than ever before. That's something I really love.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Let's head downstairs. Senior night is underway. Let's listen in. These great seniors, 4 years playing football, all those practices and games for Cretin Derham Hall. Let's honor them at midfield at O'Shaughnessy.
Number 55, Teddy Gray, escorted by Dan and Lisa. Number 40, Stefan Johnson, escorted by Donzel and Kizzy. Number 15, Andrew Keese, with Patrick and Kelly escorted. Number 73, Davis Lokowicz Kohler, escorted by Robert and Rebecca. Number 84, TJ Lawler, with Greg. Number 9, Zach McDonald, escorted by Jim and Catherine. Number 27, Andrew Mooney, escorted by Steve and Val. Number 10, Jalen Silky Newton, escorted by Leonard and Jessica. Number 70, Charlie Fithian, escorted by Rob and Stephanie. Number 18, Jacob Prince, escorted by Reginald and Michelle. Number 46, Kevin Reardon, escorted by Patrick and Gerald. Number 96, Connor Sigler, escorted by Sean and Pam. Number 53, Max Steigoff, escorted by Bill and Kate. Number 32, Alec Tennis, escorted by Mike and Teresa. Number 24, Weston Thompson, escorted by Mark and Judy. Number 76, Tommy Underwood, escorted by John and Catherine. And number 1, James Williams, escorted by James and Petray.
Well, there they are, your Cretin Derham Hall Raiders seniors. What a great legacy they leave behind. Of course, playing these last 2 seasons with head coach Brooks Ballinger, and you think about all those practices.
Let's give it up for your Cretin Derham Hall Raiders seniors and families.
And, you know, I'm always reminded on senior night it's bittersweet because it's the part of the job that you hate. You groom these students along and you develop them as young men and football players, and then you send them out into whether it be college or the real world or the military. It is the part that is hard, but it is bittersweet. And you think about all the contributions these young men have made, and I saw some of the parents with tears in their eyes, and it is a bittersweet night, but a great way to celebrate the contributions of this senior class. And this is a perfect opportunity, with it being senior night, to remind you about one of our sponsors of our broadcast this season on TJSportsOnline.net of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. That's the Cretin Derham Hall Development Office, and they invite you to their fall open houses on Wednesday, October 25th, as well as Thursday, November 2nd. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. A great sponsor of Cretin Derham Hall Athletics, the broadcast that we've brought you all season long in 2017. And a reminder to future Raiders, sign up to spend a day on campus. All 8th graders who visit will receive a future Raider Club ID card, giving them free admission to all home games and events this year. So come on out, spend a day on campus, join our family, live our tradition, and feel the spirit at Cretin Derham Hall.
Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria, located in the Mendota Heights Village, just off 110 Mendota Heights, is your premier shop for authentic pizza from the Windy City. Tommy Chicago's is based on their love of the hearty Chicago-style pizza. Mike and Katie's focus has always been on quality, with their pizzas made from scratch, and they use only the freshest and highest quality ingredients and feature a large selection of toppings. In addition to deep dish, Tommy Chicago's have thin crust pizzas, sandwiches, and salads. Their luncheon buffet and salad bar are served weekdays from 11 to 1:30, just $8.95. For information on menu, hours, and directions, visit tommy-chicagos.com. You can order online for pickup and delivery or call 651-209-7701. Tommy Chicago's, just off Highway 110 at 730 Main Street in the Mendota Heights Village. Mike and Katie Magnuson are proud alumni and supporters of Cretin Derham Hall Athletics.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net. Happy to support Cretin Derham Hall football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients. Their practice is focused in the areas of estate planning, probate and trust administration, real estate law, business law, general litigation, and sports law. Their approach focuses on each client's background, needs, and goals. For more details, visit their website, hitchcockfirm.com, or call 651-772-3401. The Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul, proud supporters of Raider football here on TJSportsOnline.net.
Hello, I'm Tom Winston for TJ Broadcast Services. For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at TJSportsOnline.net. You can also find us on Twitter at TJSportsOnline. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is TJSportsOnline.net.
Today, there's something happening in Minnesota. Something groundbreaking. Something iconic. Something historic. And something rejuvenating. Something loud. And something like a whisper. There's always something happening, only in Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Minnesota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're ready to crank up the second half from O'Shaughnessy Stadium, the home of Cretin Derham Hall. Football Roseville will receive the opening kickoff here in the third quarter. Right now, Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville 7 as we welcome you back in. Matt Nelson alongside of engineers Glenn Thompson and Tom Ritchie. Sandine takes this one with a running start at the 20-yard line across the 30 and falling ahead to the 24-yard line. A return of 14 yards for Sandine. The scoring up until this point, Udoibach 59-yard touchdown catch from Callahan through the air. The point after was no good from Rantjakam. After that, Underwood from 5 yards out, a touchdown scamper. The two-point try was no good as Underwood was denied. It was Luke Bouchard, the quarterback, to Gary Smith, 8 yards through the air. Point after was good for Roseville. And in the closing 5 seconds of the first half, it was Callahan to Prince, his 11th touchdown pass of the season. This one 23 yards, and the point after from Rantjakam was good. And that puts the score that we have on the board right now of 19-7, and we welcome you back in. If you deferred to stay in the warmth of wherever it is you might be watching from, it might not have been such a bad call. It is cooling off substantially here in St. Paul tonight. A run back to the line of scrimmage for Sandine, and nothing more than that. So it'll be second down and 10 upcoming. 57 degrees, the updated temperature. Thank you, engineer Glenn Thompson. Now that's only 5 degrees cooler than at kickoff, but it feels much more brisk than that. That breeze has picked up slightly, yes, blowing away from Cretin Avenue. So let's see, that would be a west to east blowing wind, if I'm not mistaken. A northwest blowing wind. Here's a carry on second down. First down yardage for Anthony Weldon, and Weldon keeps fighting his way through tackles. He's into Cretin Derham Hall territory. They'll mark it at the 48-yard line. A carry of 17 yards for Anthony Weldon. By far his best of the night, and Roseville has a first down. They're in Cretin Derham Hall territory. Anthony Weldon had struggled tonight running the football. It just seemed like every time that he got the ball, there was nowhere for him to run with it. Reminder, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by J.R. Max on 7th. Great place to catch a burger before a Saints or Wild game. And then, of course, Plums here in Snelling and Randolph neighborhood. Bouchard carries down to the 41-yard line. A good carry of 6 yards for Bouchard. He picks up, they'll call it 5. It'll be second down and 5 upcoming. He is a good runner. 67 carries for 306 yards, 4.5 per carry, and a touchdown on the ground for Bouchard. He threw his 11th touchdown pass of the season tonight as well. These two quarterbacks, Callahan and Bouchard, so close, both now with over 10 touchdown passes. Both have thrown 8 interceptions, and only 100 yards on the season separates the two. They're nearly an identical match of each other, and both north of 6'2", 200 pounds. They really play a similar style. And this time, read option, and Weldon is pushed back from the line of scrimmage. It's a loss all the way back to the 45-yard line, a loss of 4 yards. Stefan Johnson drove back Weldon, and it sets up third and long for Roseville.
3-yard loss on the play, third down and 8.
Now Prince, the tight end who caught that late touchdown in the second quarter, he'll come in as Connor Sigler will get a breather, more of a pass rushing specialist out on the field. Sigler more of a run stopper. 9:27 left here in the third quarter from St. Paul's O'Shaughnessy Stadium. 4 wide receivers for the senior quarterback Bouchard. He rolls to his left. This is when he's been his most dangerous. Looking downfield, puts up a long heave, and the pass is incomplete. It was broken up and well defended by James Williams. LaRon Graves, the intended target. There you got a sample of Bouchard's big arm. The punt team will come out. It's 4th down. Pass is incomplete. LaRon Graves battling Williams the whole way down the field. And did a nice job to break up that pass without committing any pass interference, which we saw earlier on 4th down. Bouchard was able to draw a flag out of the Cretin Derham Hall defense. Newton sets up shop on his own 10-yard line. Quarterback Bouchard does the punting. As after the long run by Weldon, the Roseville drive stalls. High arcing punt that splashes down at the 15-yard line and will be down at the 5 by the special teamers for Roseville. So, tough field position for Cretin Derham Hall. If they want to get back into that end zone, they'll have to go 95 yards. Cretin Derham Hall's development office, they invite you to their fall open houses on Wednesday, October 25th and Thursday, November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Join our family, live our tradition, and feel the spirit at Cretin Derham Hall. Junior quarterback Danny Callahan with an I formation behind him. Underwood, the tailback, 1st and 10 from the 5. Underwood gets it with room in front of him and ahead of steam. He spins and spins and spins his way ahead to the 23-yard line. He's got 1st down distance. It's a run of 17 yards for Underwood. And valuable field position as the Raider offense gets some breathing room. 1st down and 10 from the 23 after the 17-yard twirl by Underwood. That was spin after spin after spin like a washing machine. 1st and 10 from the Cretin Derham Hall 23-yard line. They'll run it again. Lots of room again for Underwood. He broke a tackle and falls forward to the 35-yard line. A dozen yards for Underwood after his 17-yard run. He is definitely closing in on 100 yards. 12 yards and a 1st down for Cretin Derham Hall. Back-to-back 1st downs for Underwood. Mikel Martin on the tackle. 8:30 left in the third quarter. Cretin Derham Hall has played tough defense and run the ball well. That's normally a decent formula for holding on to a lead in the second half. They'll run it to the right side with Underwood. And again, he bursts through the line of scrimmage. And more into the secondary across midfield and down at the 45-yard line. It's Underwood for 21 yards and the 3rd straight 1st down. This drive is all Tony Underwood, the leading rusher in the East Metro Blue Conference. He'll get a breather. Guerra will come in. 1st and 10 now from the Roseville 45-yard line. The Cretin Derham Hall offensive line is mauling the front 7 for Roseville. Guerra, the new tailback. Callahan, play action, looking downfield. He has got all day. He could eat lunch in that pocket. He'll roll it out to his right. Still looking downfield, and his pass to Newton incomplete at the 34-yard line. 7:42 left in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
For Newton, incomplete. Broken up by number 1, Zachary Andre.
Sean Brody, Sam Harris, Tommy Underwood, Wyatt Garrity, and Elijah DeCoster, the imposing offensive line that Brooks Bollinger has assembled here at Cretin Derham Hall, leading by a dozen. 19-7 the score. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Guerra, with blockers in front of him to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. Guerra picks up 5. It'll set up 3rd down and 5 for Cretin Derham Hall. The blocking has been so good on this drive. I'm not sure any of us up here, whether it's myself or Glenn or Tom, could pick up the 12, 17 yards at a time, but we might even be able to pick up 3 or 4 the way those blockers have been set up. They might break us, though. That's right. Glenn is saying he's not interested in that. He's going to stay up here safe in the press box. 7:08 left in the third quarter. 3rd down and 5. Guerra carries, this time off of the left side. Made a cut to the 35-yard line. He's close to the first down marker. 5-yard gain for Guerra. And the lines official has already said 4th down, so they're going to say that maybe it's an inch or 2 short. I would think at least this should be measured. Now they are signaling 4th down. The marker is right at the 35-yard line, and the nose of that football is just about breathing on this. This is remarkable to me that you don't come out and measure that. It's so close.
4th down.
It's 4th down. You'd think you'd measure. He can ask politely. He doesn't get the final say, but I would want a measurement here to see how much I needed to get. Callahan under center, 4th down and inches. Man in motion is Mooney, the tight end, to right to left. Callahan keeps it in. He got the first down. And then some to the 34-yard line, a gain of 2 yards for Callahan, and a Raider first down. This drive exclusively on the ground. 1 incomplete pass and a whole bunch of runs. This thing started on the 5-yard line for Cretin Derham Hall, their own 5-yard line. This thing's gone just over 55 yards. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Zapping time off of the clock. Guerra busts out to the left with some real estate to the 25. He's to the 20. He has a first down before he tumbles out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Guerra for 15 yards and a first down before Smith chases him out of bounds for Roseville. And it's a Cretin Derham Hall first down. Underwood got things started on this drive. Since then, it's been all Zion Guerra. So now 5:31 left. They'll hand it off for Guerra. Broke 1 tackle at the 15-yard line and bought himself an extra yard or 2. He brings it down to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 6 from the 14.
4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6.
You know, Guerra and Underwood, I use the term 1-2 punch because they provide a very similar look. You know, it's not really a thunder lightning situation. They're both kind of scat backs, 1-cut backs, both very effective. 2nd and 6 from the 14. Kind of a play action down, but Callahan will hand it off for Guerra, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Guerra brought down for a loss, and he was brought down by Dejan Hall. Dejan Hall, the sophomore defensive lineman. He got an armful of Zion Guerra, and he brought him down for the 3-yard loss. Now 3rd down and 9. What's most likely 4-down territory. Ratchakab can kick a field goal this distance, but I would think up 12 outside of the 15. It'll depend on what happens on 3rd and 9. And now a timeout taken by Brooks Ballinger. He uses his first of the second half. There's 4:09 left in the third quarter. Let's take a timeout with the players with Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville 7. No scoring so far in this second half, but the Raiders staring down a 3rd down and 9.
Exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net.
Big thanks to J.R. Max on West 7th. Great place. Man, if you're going to a Wild game, you got to check them out. Unbelievable food. Great place to get together with your friends before the game, have a burger, maybe something to drink, and enjoy yourself. They got the games on, Saints game, Wild game. You got to check them out, as well as Plums. If you're not downtown, you can stay out here and check out Plums. Randolph and Snelling, an institution on that corner. Almost 30 years they've been there. Big fan favorite during Tommy games. 3rd down and 9. The Raiders up 19-7. 4:09 left in the third quarter. Cretin Derham Hall trying to build on their lead. Their defense has played well. The offense has been able to move the ball. 3rd and 9. Callahan well protected as he's been all night long. Puts it up and it's an interception. That pass is intercepted in the end zone. Costly turnover. Callahan throws a pick in the red zone. It's Smith. He caught the touchdown pass, and now he pulls in another one in the end zone. It was Gary Smith. Plays a little two-way action, defensive back, and a wide receiver as Danny Callahan throws his 9th interception of the season. Put one way up over the middle of the field. That's where they found Prince late in the first half on that same part of the field. This one was overthrown, and a diving catch on the interception by Gary Smith. First turnover of the game for Cretin Derham Hall, and some of the best field position that Roseville has had all night long on their own 20-yard line. Bouchard hands off. It's Weldon, and Weldon goes off of the right tackle and picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 inside of 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Schwinn was in on the tackle.
2nd down and 9.
The 5 wins for Cretin Derham Hall: Mounds View, Woodbury, Eastridge, Stillwater, and White Bear Lake. The 2 losses, Totino Grace and Blaine, 34-21 final as the Raiders fell to the Bengals. 3:27 left in the third quarter. Bouchard on 2nd and 9. He'll give this one a heave at the 32-yard line, and that pass is caught. And it's enough for the first down, a gain of 11 yards. As Bouchard finds, it's Gary Smith on the first down. Check that. That was LaRon Graves. Graves reels in the first down reception. And it's 1st and 10 from the Roseville 32-yard line. LaRon Graves, Javion Motley, and Gary Smith, the primary 3 receivers for this Roseville team. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bouchard rolling to his right. He's dangerous on the move, looking downfield. He'll throw short. That pass is caught by Anthony Weldon, and Weldon scampers out of bounds at the 38-yard line, a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Roseville. Dennis was able to chase Weldon out of bounds after the short completion by Bouchard. We've seen one thing in this second half. The Roseville quarterback is being a little bit more judicious and efficient in the short passing game. It was kind of home run or nothing in the first half. He's completing more short passes than we saw. A little bit more of a West Coast look to this, and oftentimes that means they're setting you up for one down the field. 2nd and 4. And Cretin Derham Hall jumped off sides. Let's see, though, were they drawn off sides? We'll check the call from the official. If it is, it'd be the 3rd time that Cretin Derham Hall has jumped off sides. They're already marking it off. This is going to be a first down for Roseville. Off sides against Cretin Derham Hall. The 3rd time tonight that the Raiders have gotten jumpy at the line of scrimmage and bounced off sides. So 1st down and 10 for Roseville from their 43-yard line. Bouchard throwing on 1st down. He goes to the screen game and finds Andrade. And Andrade with big yards. He's across the 35. Made a cut there to the 35, inside of the 20. And he'll run this thing into the end zone. A long touchdown pass on the screen. The pass is in the end zone. It's a 57-yard touchdown pass from Bouchard to Andrade. Andrade's 6th touchdown of the season. And Roseville pulls to within 6. The extra point for Roseville is good. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. Both teams have scored touchdowns off turnovers. This time, the Callahan interception turns into a long Roseville touchdown pass. And the updated score from St. Paul with 2:41 left in the third quarter. Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville 14. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall football.
For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at tjsportsonline.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is tjsportsonline.net.
Today, there's something happening in Minnesota.
Welcome you back into the University of St. Thomas O'Shaughnessy Stadium. We're locked in a good one. Everybody thought this would be a close, exciting game. It's been just that as Prince hauls in the kick at the 25-yard line, spins ahead to the 35 before the special team gunners for Roseville put him down there at the 34-yard line. 2:35 left in the third quarter, 19-14. I looked at the prognosticators for the Star Tribune and the Pioneer Press, and each and every one of them, whether they had Roseville or Cretin Derham Hall winning, all of them had it within 2 points. So everyone thought this would be a close game. It's been just what people had expected. Glenn Thompson, our engineer, has a prediction. Yes, sir. Well, that is not much of a prognostication. He's predicting a team named Raiders is going to win this game. Of course, we've got Roseville Raiders and the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders, so good on you there. Underwood on first down. Good yardage on first down. He really got hammered, though, as he was running out of bounds towards the first down sticks. It's a gain of 8 yards for Underwood. He got popped in the process, but actually they're going to mark it at the 40-yard line, it looks like. 41-yard line. So it'll be second down and 2 yards. So 8-yard carry for Underwood. Took a big lick in the process. He stays out there. Second down and 1. I still feel like there's a big play action pass somewhere out there for Callahan in this second half. Second down and 2. They'll run it again with Underwood, this time off left tackle. Made one man miss, picks up the first down, and surges forward to midfield before being dragged down. Underwood goes to midfield for 8-yard gain. A first down for the Raiders. Kristen Hurt on the tackle. For Roseville. First down and 10 from midfield. Callahan has thrown 2 touchdown passes tonight. He wants to go to the air again. He pump fakes. He throws. And that pass is going to be incomplete to Udoybach. The pass was out of bounds. So he didn't really give Udoybach a chance on that one. If that ball stays in up that sideline, Udoybach with his size might be able to make a play on it or draw a pass interference flag. But Callahan's pass goes out of bounds. It'll be second down and 10 after the Raiders attempt a shot down the field. Newton in the slot. Udoybach at the bottom of your screen. Second and 10. Underwood the tailback. Callahan will hand off for Underwood. He goes into the middle of the field, and he's met one of the few times that the Roseville Raiders have been able to meet the running back at just about the line of scrimmage. Underwood did pick up 2 yards. It'll be third down and 8. But there has been a lot of real estate for those Raiders running backs to run into tonight. That was one of the first times that the lineman held up for Roseville. Hurt was in there. Now it's third down and 8. Crucial spot in the game. Roseville captured some momentum, no doubt about it, on the long screen pass. Raiders trying to regain the initiative. Now 3rd down and 8 from the Roseville 48-yard line. Callahan goes over to the middle of the field. He's looking for Prince, and he got him inside the 30. Prince to the 25. He was double covered. Callahan put it up, and the senior Prince is having a huge night. And the Raiders have a 1st down at the 25-yard line. Gain of 23 yards on the 1st down. 1:23. That was a beautiful catch by Prince. He was double covered, but just used his size to reel that pass in. Now 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Prince has been huge in the passing game tonight for Callahan. Back to the ground, Underwood into the middle of the field. And to the 22-yard line he goes. Gain of 3 yards on 1st down for Underwood.
Underwood on the carry.
He's the leading rusher in this conference. Top 2 scoring offenses in the conference going at it here. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Underwood on the toss on 2nd and 8. Takes his time, lets his walks develop, and falls forward to the 20-yard line. Underwood does well to get 3 yards on what will probably be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Coaches are already walking down to the other side of the field. They'll head from south to north. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The lone score, a long touchdown pass for Roseville High School, and they trail just by 5. Cretin Derham Hall on the move. It'll be 3rd and 5 when we come back, and it'll be the 4th quarter. The final 12 from St. Paul is coming your way when we come back. You're listening to Cretin Derham Hall Raider football, brought to you by J.R. Max and Plums on TJSportsOnline.net.
Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the possibilities of home ownership, you'll want to work with a professional. That's Ray Hitchcock with Edina Realty in St. Paul. He can provide the most reliable market information and expert advice. Now more than ever, you need to work with a qualified realtor. That's Ray Hitchcock, who is skilled at networking, pricing, and negotiation. Call 612-616-7569 or email Ray Hitchcock at edinarealty.com or visit his website. In real estate, go with a champion. Ray Hitchcock of Edina Realty in St. Paul, another proud supporter of Raider football on TJSportsOnline.net. Happy to support Cretin Derham Hall football is the Hitchcock Law Firm in St. Paul. For over 35 years, the attorneys at Hitchcock Law Firm have provided legal services to individuals and business clients.
Third down and 5 for Cretin Derham Hall on the Roseville 20-yard line as we welcome you back. It's the start of the 4th quarter. Matt Nelson back with you, the voice of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football, with Cretin Derham Hall leading Roseville by just 5. Roseville playing for a share of the conference title. Cretin Derham Hall trying to shake things up at the top of this class ahead of postseason play. 19-14 score, 3rd and 5. And Cretin Derham Hall's going to run it with Guerra, and he's going to lose yards. Guerra brought down for a loss. Great play defensively by Zuri Zarzar. Zarzar makes a tackle for a 3-yard loss that brings up 4th down and 8. And now decision time for Brooks Bollinger. This would be a long field goal, probably out of the range for Ratchakov. This would be, again, in that vicinity of 40 yards from here. And so the offense is going to stay out on the field with Callahan. I know I'd be looking for that big tight end, Prince. He's been the hot hand tonight for this Raider offense. Here we go. Big play in this game. 4th and 8, and Brooks Bollinger is going to talk it over. Timeout, Cretin Derham Hall leading 19-14, opening moments of the 4th quarter from St. Paul.
Something happening in Minnesota. Something groundbreaking. Something iconic. Something historic. And something rejuvenating. Something loud. And something like a whisper. There's always something happening, only in Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com.
Welcome you back to O'Shaughnessy Stadium. Big down coming up for Cretin Derham Hall. Their offense has the ball on the Roseville 23-yard line. It's 4th down and 8. So the question beckons, what kind of a play does Brooks Ballinger have in his playbook here for this part of the field, this down and distance for his junior quarterback Callahan, who's played well, has thrown 2 touchdowns, but the last drive came to a thudding end when Callahan threw that interception into the end zone. But do you try to just move the chains here with a short pass, or do you take a shot at the end zone? Decision time for Callahan. Newton and Udoybach at the bottom of your screen. Prince, the dangerous tight end. Callahan out of the shotgun. It's 4th down. Callahan drops back. He looks near side, puts it up for Newton, and the pass is incomplete. The pass is incomplete. It was defended by Max Sandine, and it's a turnover on downs. Roseville will take over on their own 23-yard line. It was well defended by Sandine. And the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders turn it over on downs and now put this 5-point lead on the shoulders of their defense. Roseville, though, coming off of that long screen pass for a touchdown to Andrade. Bouchard hands off. Sandine with a big hole. He's to the 35, makes a cut at the 40 and falls down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 19 yards for Sandin, and he'll make his way to the sidelines as Sandin took a fall on that one, but picked up 19 and a first down, and now you can officially say momentum is squarely on the far sideline, the visiting sideline. Roseville looks very good now offensively, and the Raiders twice have been able to move the ball inside of the 20-yard line on their last 2 drives, haven't been able to get points out of it. Andrade is the running back. But Bouchard will keep it. And just to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard as Bouchard is met by the front 7 of Cretin Derham Hall. Charlie Dennis leading that effort. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 upcoming for Roseville. Thanks to the Cretin Derham Hall Development Office for their support of Raider football. They invite you to the open houses on Wednesday, October 25th and Thursday, November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Join our family, live our tradition, and feel the spirit at Cretin Derham Hall. 2nd and 9 from the 43. Bouchard spends the whole game in the shotgun. He's ready. Drops back. Throws. That pass is complete to a wide open receiver at midfield. Gain of about 7 yards as Bouchard goes to the air and completes that pass to Javion Motley. Motley comes back and picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and short upcoming with 9:33 left in a 5-point game. Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville 14. Andrade, the running back. Pistol formation this time. Bouchard, the senior quarterback, will hand off. A cut to the left, a cut to the right, and a first down for Roseville down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 yards on 3rd and 2, and it's a Roseville first down. Look out. Roseville is on the move in St. Paul. Cretin Derham Hall needs their defense to make a play here in the 4th quarter.
Tackled by number 2, Anthony Check. First down.
And if you're just joining us, you came in at the right time. This looks like it is going to be an exciting finish to this football game. Probably the best matchup in Week 8 in prep football in the land of 10,000 Lakes. Coming down to the wire. First down and 10 for Roseville. Luke Bouchard, he'll hand off. Andrade looking down the field. He wanted to throw. He got popped and the ball came loose. The ball came loose and it's recovered by Cretin Derham Hall, and the officials are saying that it was an incomplete forward pass. Boy, that is a fortunate call for Roseville. as that ball came out as Zachary Andrade was looking down the field. He got hammered. The ball came out, and they're going to say incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Boy, if you could call in a replay on that one, you'd be throwing the red flag on the field because that was awfully close.
2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10 now. From the 44, 8:35 to go in the 5-point game. Bouchard looks, throws, passes complete into the flat across the 40-yard line and across the 35-yard line was Andrade, and he has enough for the 1st down. He picks up 12 yards on the pass from Bouchard and another Roseville 1st down. 8:24 left in this 4th quarter. And it's 1st and 10 from the 33. But a big call as the ball hit the ground on this drive, and they said incomplete pass on the jet sweep for Zachary Andrade. It was close. It was definitely close. 8 minutes to go, 1st and 10. They'll run the ball with Andrade. Cunningham is there to bring him down at the line of scrimmage.
Andre on the carry. Tackled by number
Crawford was in there as well.
And number 44, Luke Brown. No gain on the play.
Second down and 10 now. $7:30 left in the 4th quarter of this very good game. Bouchard again into the flat. Andrade is there. He goes across the 30. That pass is complete. And down the sidelines and running out of bounds at the 20-yard line after gaining 13 yards. Bouchard to Andrade as the 1st down. The senior running back becoming very involved. And Roseville picks up yet another 1st down. And they are working with some tempo offensively. 7:22 left. Cretin Derham Hall 19, Roseville 14. Bouchard looks down the field. He throws. That pass is complete at the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. LaRon Graves hauls that one in from Bouchard, who struggled mightily early, and now a flag comes out late. Bouchard has gotten into a much better groove. After the play was over, we had a foul against Roseville. A personal foul after the whistle, after the pass was complete from Bouchard to LaRon Graves. It was enough for a 1st down, and then after the penalty, or after the play, an unsportsmanlike penalty pushes Roseville all the way back to what I'd imagine would be the 25-yard line, no, the 29-yard line, they'll say. And Chris Simdorn getting an explanation. He's none too pleased. That could be a drive-killing penalty. And this team was in a good groove going down the field, and he is really giving the official an earful on that far sideline. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 24. The crowds are getting into it here in St. Paul. And now another whistle. And I'm guessing it looks like it's an issue with the chains. And yeah, and now they've reset them. It is 1st and 10 from the 24. And on the official signal that you just heard, they'll start the clock at 7:03 with the Raiders of Roseville High School down by 5 and on the move. After the penalty, Bouchard, play action, throws and missed a wide open Anthony Weldon. He drops that one in, and it's a touchdown for Roseville. He was wide open. He got behind the defense, and Bouchard just put too much zip on that one. Remember, this was going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for Roseville, but we had a penalty after the play that brought them back to this 24-yard line. The suspense and drama of this game palpable in the final minutes on this beautiful night in St. Paul. 2nd and 10. Bouchard looks down the field. He's hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. He was pressured on the play, and Bouchard had to rush it. Crawford on the rush. Pass was incomplete. It brings up 3rd down and 10, and what is certainly 4-down territory for Roseville. Both of these fan bases are really into this game. You can tell that they both know what's on the line for both of their teams.
3rd down and 10.
Roseville 4-1 in the East Metro. Cretin Derham Hall 5-0, assuring themselves at least a share of the conference title this year. 6:48 left. 3rd down and 10. Sandin in as the running back. Bouchard takes the snap on 3rd down. He looks into the flat. That's covered. He goes down the field, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Weldon. That pass was overthrown. It brings up 4th and 10. And if the Charlie Dennises and the Cunninghams and the Crawfords of the world have a pass rush in them, the Raiders could certainly use one here. Roseville hasn't converted a field goal all season long, just extra points. So field goals out of the question with 6:42 to go, especially on their 29-yard line. Bouchard, the quarterback, spreads them out wide with 4 wide receivers. 4th and 10. He rolls to his left. He looks into the flat. Now he goes down the field, and the pass is complete. The pass is complete at the 10-yard line, and on 4th down, it's Javion Motley. A gain of 14 yards. And a 1st down for Roseville. Oh, on 4th and 10, the Raiders go 14 yards through the air. Bouchard is better throwing on the run than he is out of a clean pocket. That was a very accurate throw and a clutch throw by number 12 for Roseville, Luke Bouchard, this quarterback with the hot hand right now. And for the 2nd time on this drive, it is 1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. Actually, it looks like they can't get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. And Roddy is buried for a loss on 1st down. They tried running it. Cunningham was there and making the tackle. It was Schwinn, I believe. Yeah, Abe Schwinn was in there. A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 14. Now just 6 minutes left. We're at the halfway point of this 4th quarter. 6 minutes left in the game. It's 2nd down and 14, but inside of the 1-yard line is an opportunity for the 1st down. So not yet 2nd and goal, but very close. Bouchard, Cretin Derham Hall brings a pass rush. The throw down the field is complete in the end zone. It's Weldon, and no, they say he coughed it up at the last second. The ball comes loose, and Bouchard's pass to Weldon is incomplete. An accurate throw. Weston Thompson defended, and at the last second, the ball came loose. Weldon coughs up the touchdown, and it'll be 3rd down and 14 with 5:36 to go. Good game. Bouchard has been at his best on 3rd and 4th down, at least in this game. He's been his most dangerous and most accurate, although that pass to Weldon was nearly perfect. 3rd down and 14. They'll hand it off. Andrade up the middle of the field. He reverses his field, gets inside the 10-yard line, and then wrestles around as he's brought down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 7 yards makes it 4th down and 7. 5:23 left in the game. Roseville has put together a very impressive drive, but Cretin Derham Hall is going to have a chance on 4th down to send their offense packing back to that far sideline with no points to show for it as the crowd chants for defense. Inside of 5 minutes left. The drive is on the line, and they're going to run it. Roseville runs it inside of the 5, inside of the 2. It'll depend on the spot, but Cretin Derham Hall thinks that they've stopped this drive. Javion Motley carried, and it is Cretin Derham Hall forces a turnover on downs by just a yard. Roseville comes up a yard short. I am just stunned that they did not have their quarterback throw that ball on 4th down and 7. They have done their bulk of their damage through the air tonight. Instead, they opt to run it with Motley. He's stopped at the 2-yard line, a yard short of the first down marker. And with 4:50 to go and a 5-point lead, here comes Callahan and the Cretin Derham Hall offense. Needing a long drive, salt away this clock, and finish off the regular season with a win. Running on first down out to the 6-yard line, a gain of 4 yards for Cretin Derham Hall on first down. It was Guerra on the first down carry. Roseville came up 1 yard short of the 1-yard line. Roseville has 3 timeouts left. Cretin Derham Hall, just 1. Under the center is Callahan. And he'll hand it off again for Guerra. Ball security is key as Guerra falls forward to the 8-yard line. He picks up 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4 upcoming. How much does Brooks Bollinger trust his passing game here? The offense on the ground has been so good all night long, but do you let Callahan throw the ball on 3rd down and 4 with 3:46 to go? Jacob Prince has been his most reliable target tonight, the tight end. It's kind of looking like they're going to wind this thing down and then take a timeout to talk about this 3rd down. And they'll do just that. Brooks Bollinger will call the offense over for a chat. There's 3:29 left. Raiders have the football up by 5. It'll be 3rd down when we bring you back. You're listening to Raider Football.
TJ Broadcast Services. For live events from the University of Minnesota, Augsburg College, St. Catherine University, Cretin Derham Hall, Hillmurray and Stillwater, look up TJ Broadcast Services at tjsportsonline.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online. On Facebook, go to TJ Broadcast Services. From the East Metro to the MIAC to the Big Ten, the best live coverage on the net is tjsportsonline.net.
Make sure to thank as well J.R. Max and Plums, 2 great establishments on the east side of the river to catch a ball game, have something to eat, something to wet your whistle. Proud supporters of Cretin Derham Hall Raider football. It's 3rd down and 4. Cretin Derham Hall has it on their own 8-yard line with 3:29 to go, leading Roseville 19-14. Big play call upcoming from Brooks Bollinger, who's all out of timeouts, leading by 1 score. Here we go. On 4th and 7, Roseville picked up 6 and turned the ball over on downs. Now 3rd down and 4. Callahan under the center he goes. Newton in motion behind him. He surveys the defense. 3rd down and 4 from the 8-yard line. Cretin Derham Hall needs to move the chains. They'll toss it. It's Guerra. He goes off to his right, racing towards the sidelines. He's well short. He was chased out of bounds at the 10-yard line. He's 2 yards short of the first down, and that means that Cretin Derham Hall, leading but just by 5, is going to have to punt it to a senior quarterback with 3 timeouts. Raiders can't pick up that first down. Zarzar made the tackle on Guerra, who's fast, but not quite fast enough to get the angle on the first down marker. 4th down and 2. Sandin back to return the punt. Tennis, he's a good one, averages 34 per kick. His longest is 48. We could use one of those right about now. Good snap, and Tennis is able to come up and get a good leg into this one. Sandin from the 44 calls for a fair catch, and Roseville will have to go 44 yards to get in that end zone. They only trail by 5, so extra point doesn't matter. A touchdown would give Roseville that lead, and that missed extra point from earlier tonight from Ratchakov, and the 2-point conversion that was unsuccessful loom large at this point in the game right now with 3:17 to go. Andrade, Weldon, Motley, Graves, and Smith, the weapons at the disposal of Luke Bouchard. Raider defense has been so good all season long. Can they hold up one last time in this regular season? Here we go. Bouchard, they'll run it on first down with Weldon. He has the angle around the right tackle. He's to the 35-yard line, crosses that 35, makes a little move, and he's brought down to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play, second down.
Inside of 3 minutes now, just 2:51 left in the ball game. And 2nd and short. The whole playbook is open right now at the disposal of Chris Simdorn. Sandin, the tailback, in the pistol behind Bouchard. Well, he wants the ball. Raiders look like they're going to bring pressure. They do. It's a toss to Sandin. He goes off a right tackle and crosses the 30-yard line. He's got enough for the first down, and there's going to be a face mask at the tail end of this of this run. Marcio Mateo came in for the
there's
tackle.
something happening in Minnesota.
And it's going to be a penalty against Cretin Derham Hall. 2:27 to go. And we'll see just how far they're going to mark this thing off from the 29. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Roseville. That'll make the line of scrimmage all the way down to the 15-yard line. 15-yard penalty against Cretin Derham Hall on the face mask. So time no longer an issue for Roseville. 3 timeouts and 2.5 minutes to go 15 yards. Defense needs to force a turnover on downs. Bouchard rolls to his left. He fumbled! A strip sack. The ball was loose. Who's got it? Bouchard was sacked. And he coughed it up. Let's see who's got the football on the bottom of this pile. Cretin Derham Hall thinks they have it, and they do! Cunningham comes up with it. It's Raiders ball! Just when things were looking at their worst, it's Crawford forcing the fumble. Cunningham recovers. And it's 1st and 10 for Danny Callahan and the Raider offense. Costly turnover for Roseville on first down, just when things were looking up after the 15-yard penalty. A strip sack, and just as I was saying the defense needed to make a big play, they made one. The biggest play possible, a strip sack. Roseville still has the 3 timeouts to deal with, but a first down would essentially end the game, barring a bizarre situation. Raiders will run it on first down. It's Guerra falling forward across the 25-yard line. He's to the 26. 8-yard gain on first down for Guerra. And Roseville hasn't used the first of their 3 timeouts yet. The clock winds under 2 minutes.
Second down.
Now minute 50 left. Roseville deciding not to use that timeout right now. Cretin Derham Hall's in good shape. They need to take care of that football. Game of inches, huh? Roseville was a yard short from taking the lead, and now 15 yards out, they fumble on a strip sack. Crawford and Cunningham, the heroes on defense. Guerra carries. He's across the 30-yard line, has a first down, pushes the pile ahead. He's out to the 32-yard line. Guerra picks up 6. It's a first down, and Roseville will have to take that first time out. There it is.
First down, Cretin Derham Hall.
Big first down for Guerra. What an exciting finish here in St. Paul. Just had a little bit of everything. Penalties, turnovers, big defensive plays, explosive offensive plays. And if you would have told me that this final score, if it does hold up 19-14, that Cretin Derham Hall wasn't going to need to score in the second half to win this game, I wouldn't have believed that. I would have thought they would have needed to find a touchdown somewhere along the way to hold off Roseville. That's been, they lead the conference in yards, been a very efficient offense. But if they can just zap this last minute 21, they'll head to the playoffs in a very good situation. We'll wait and see who would get that 1 seed, but they would be outright conference East Metro Blue champs. 1:21 left. Roseville was still with the 2 timeouts. Crawford and Cunningham, the heroes as they strip sack Luke Bouchard. Callahan under the center, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll run the ball with Guerra. He goes through the middle of the field ahead to the 42-yard line, just a yard short of the first down. Guerra picks up 9, and Roseville takes their second timeout with 1:13 to go. Right now, Roseville just hoping that somebody can force a fumble or somebody falls down or a botched snap. Those are about the only way that they're going to have another chance to close out this regular season with a win. Again, we want to thank the Cretin Derham Hall Development Office. Their open house is October 25th and November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Join the family, live our tradition, and feel the spirit at Cretin Derham Hall. 2-time state champs in 99 and 2009, 23 times to the state tournament. And they have a chance to go perfect 6-0 in conference play this year. Second down and 1, and a first down ends the game, basically. Guerra has been the hot hand in the second half. Callahan will keep it on a quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down. Callahan to the 45-yard line. It's a first down for Cretin Derham Hall, and they can kneel their way to a very exciting victory. When it looked bleak, it looked like Roseville was going in. They were on the 15-yard line. And they had been moving the ball well. A costly penalty against Cretin Derham Hall. And on the very next play, Bouchard coughs it up on a strip sack. And Roseville is waving the white flag of surrender. They're not going to use that last timeout. They'll turn their eyes to postseason play with a 6-2 record, a 4-2 conference record. And now flag comes out. Delay a game against Cretin Derham Hall. Won't make a difference in the outcome of the game. Cretin Derham Hall is going to improve to 6-2 overall and a perfect 6-0 in the East Metro. What an impact Brooks Bollinger has made on this program in his second season. Surrounding his quarterback Callahan with playmakers and elite running backs.
Delay game. First down.
They want to put 2 more seconds on the clock, and now they do that. Again, will not make a difference in the final outcome of this game. Roseville just has the 1 timeout. Cretin Derham Hall can take a couple of knees and wrap this regular season up. Don't score in the second half, but hold on to win. As Callahan takes a snap, a little extracurricular stuff going on in the line of scrimmage, and Roseville will use that final timeout. The idea, of course, is you're just showing your team that you'll fight for them till the end, but outside of a botched snap, the only thing that could bite Cretin Derham Hall here. Make sure you follow along and follow the postseason. And remember, too, that our coverage for Cretin Derham Hall normally ends at the end of the regular season for football, but this year it does not. 5 boys basketball games on tjsportsonline.net. Yes. With Tom. I think November 28th. first broadcast with Tom Witchin. Never heard of him. Well, he's been doing it for a while there, Glenn. I think you have heard of him. That's going to be great. I mean, unbelievable basketball talent on this roster at Cretin Derham Hall, and to have Witchy calling 5 of those games, I think the fans of that program are going to absolutely love it. And some of them are the best matchups on their schedule, too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Raiders come up to take yet another knee. And they'll have to do it one more time before they can have the celebratory high fives here at O'Shaughnessy Stadium, the home of Cretin Derham Hall football. And on senior night, it's extra special for those seniors. I think Brooks Bollinger just snuck a couple of them in there on us, and that's the nice ovation that you hear. 10 seconds to go, one more kneel down, and Cretin Derham Hall will win this football game. There it is. Callahan takes a knee, backpedals away from the line of scrimmage, and Cretin Derham Hall wins. 19-14, your final score. The scoring rundown for you once more. Udoibach got the scoring started in the first quarter on our Raider post-game show, brought to you by J.R. Max and Plums. 59 yards from Callahan. Point after was no good. It was 6-0 Cretin Derham Hall. After that, it was Underwood, who had a big game 5-yard touchdown run. The 2-point try was unsuccessful. At that point, it was 12-0. Bouchard for Roseville put the Raiders on the board. A touchdown to Gary Smith from 8 yards out. The point after was good. And in the closing moments of the second half, this was a big one. It was Callahan to Jacob Prince, his tight end, 23-yard touchdown. The point after was good, 19-7. That was the last time the Raiders would score. And in the third quarter, Andrade from Bouchard, a screen pass, 57 yards, made it 19-14. Twice it looked like Roseville was going in, and once they came up 1 yard short on fourth down. The next time a strip sack, Cunningham recovers the fumble, and Cretin Derham Hall and the Raiders win. They finish with an unblemished 6-0 mark in the East Metro and 6-2 overall. So with that, we thank Tom Ritchie for his efforts tonight as our engineer all season long. Glenn Thompson, thank you as well for making these broadcasts possible, as well as our sponsors, the Cretin Derham Hall Development Office, J.R. Max, Plums, Hitchcock Law Firm, Hitchcock Real Estate, and Tommy Chicago's. We thank all of you for your support of Cretin Derham Hall Raider Athletics and our broadcasts all season long. Again, you can find Cretin Derham Hall on tjsportsonline.net. 5 basketball games coming your way on the winter calendar, so tune in with Witchy and cheer on the Raiders with basketball. But for us in football, that's a wrap from O'Shaughnessy Stadium. We hope you enjoy the rest of your MEA week. It has been so much fun, unbelievable games. It's hard to believe that it's the end of the regular season, but here we are. We wish the Raiders the best of luck in the postseason. It is going to be exciting. There are going to be great games, unforgettable moments yet to come on this season. So enjoy the rest of your week. For Glenn and Tom, I'm Matt signing off from St. Paul as Cretin Derham Hall bests Roseville 19-14, your final score. Good night, everybody.